Let's go YouTube. Today we back on another reaction. Today we got this reaction I've been seeing went viral everywhere. This video got like, let's see, 5.3 million views. Sorry about that. 5.3 million views. I've been seeing hella people react to it. So it's our turn. So let's do so. Make sure I smash the like and sub button. Let's get into the video.
Complaint, it says somebody was in the basement and they were injured.
I have a low attention span, so the video will be in like close to 2x speed. So just let y'all know.
Hey, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta
Well,
go.
I gotta ask. I mean, because you're making me.
No, sir. No, sir.
Well, you're making me a little suspicious now.
There ain't nobody tied up in the basement. Look. No.
But why would a crackhead say that
The
about you?
crackheads, probably because they want more crack, bro.
Is anybody on that front porch? No. So what's that noise I keep hearing? That you keep turning the music up on every time I hear something. Oh, Jesus.
When police respond to a report of a woman imprisoned in a local residence, they encounter a bizarre homeowner who says their very presence is putting him in danger, but there's no sign of a woman. It's not until a second call brings them back that the cops go inside and make a shocking discovery that's beyond anything they could have imagined. The following report is based on official police records. On the afternoon of May 2nd, 2023, a woman calls 911 in Cleveland, Ohio, to share a disturbing story she just heard from a frightened stranger.
I was just calling because I was at this store, right? And this lady had came out of nowhere and was just like all hysterical and scared and stuff or whatever. I don't know where she went to, but she said that this lady was supposed to be tied up in this basement. Now, I'm only calling because I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight knowing that somebody might be tied up, even if it is a lie or whatever. I kind of believe her because the way she was scared. Like, no, she didn't say anything else.
Officers with the Cleveland Police Department arrive at the address moments later.
So I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just laughing like how she talking, bro. It's like literally how like half of the people who like are thinking like, nobody want to be around there, bro.
Police.
There's music coming from the back. Hello?
After a full 3 minutes of knocking, the police finally get a response from inside.
Bro, y'all can't be here like this. You can't be here like this, bro.
Hey, I'm just knocking on your door.
I understand that, but you making me hot.
What does that mean?
I'm about to come up.
All right, come on out.
Bro, what? You making me hot is like the most like take me to jail statement ever. Like niggas will be like, yo, chill, you making the block hot. Niggas know what this means. You saying that to the cop is just giving them more suspicion, bro. You making the block hot. Bro, what you hiding from, bro? What you hiding, gang? Niggas.
How you doing, sir?
Y'all can't be out here like this.
Just so you know, everything's recorded.
Listen,
Yes?
turn those cameras off, please.
Niggas has red, all red on. Now he's asking the. This nigga might be the dumbest nigga ever.
Well, what's going on?
Can you please turn the cameras off?
You have to give me a reason, and I can't.
Nigga, your face was already seen, my nigga.
You guys are making my spot hot. I work for you guys, okay? Long story short, I work for you guys. Please get out here. You guys are blowing the spot hot. All right?
Who do you work for?
Nigga really tried the method, bro. He really think that was gonna work. Saying that he works for the police to like have them leave is like, oh my god, bro.
I can't tell you that.
Why?
I cannot tell you that because I'm not allowed to tell you that. Okay, so just understand that.
Well, here,
Go home.
we have a call. Here, sir, let me just tell you why we're here, and then we'll leave. It could be nothing. I don't know. I don't know anything about you.
All right, I'm just saying, y'all can't be here. Y'all making my spot hot. All right?
After pushing the cops to leave, the man finally asks what brought them here to begin with.
What was your call about?
Did you have a female here earlier that was a white female in a black coat?
Hell no, bro.
All right, well, here's the complaint.
What's the complaint?
She made a complaint that says somebody was in the basement and they were injured.
Man, that. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta
Well,
go.
I gotta ask. I mean, because you're making me...
No, sir.
Well, you're making me a little suspicious now.
Man, listen, you need to leave.
Not only do the police stick around, more of them soon arrive.
Oh my gosh, there's too many people here. Well, it's no big deal. Man, it is a big deal. What? I'm trying to tell you guys to up.
We were told that the lady's tied up in the basement.
There ain't nobody tied up in the basement.
Can we look?
No, no, but
Why not?
Because I say so.
Is someone tied up down there?
No.
What's your name, buddy?
I can't tell you that, bro.
What do you mean you can't tell me that?
I'm trying to tell you I'm a confidential informant. That's all I have to say. You guys are bugging right now. You guys are
No,
bugging.
that's not all you have to say. Who told you that?
I can't say nothing else.
Well, if there's someone tied up in the basement, we
There's
got a
nobody
problem.
in the basement. I just do what I
So
do.
why can't I?
Confidential informant, that's a good one. And a messed up a lie like that, coming up with a lie that quick, that was a good one. I can't even lie. But nigga said I'm a confidential informant. There's niggas out here that's actually like, there are actually confidential informants out here, and then that kind of, yeah. But he's still a bad lie.
All that stuff that went on in the past with those three girls, man, we got to take this seriously.
What three
Look into
girls?
it.
What three girls?
The Gina
So I don't know the
all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
If we don't take this seriously, there's something going
I'm
on.
about to give you my social security number.
Oh, yeah.
Stop, please don't
It's
do
all
that.
right. We're not going in without
Yeah, you can't do that. Tell him please not to do that.
Bro wants to remain so confidential, but he's giving his social security number out. Nigga, what?
While the man appears to believe that his status as a confidential informant puts him above suspicion, the police don't share that view.
Detective Smith, please, go.
Which Smith?
Detective Smith,
The one in-
second district. Okay, that's how you know I'm not.
Okay, well, I guarantee.
His phone number's right here.
No, listen,
I'm
we'll
not
call
gonna
him.
call
Listen, we'll
Don't
call
call
him.
him.
Well, why
Don't
wouldn't I
call
call
him
him?
here. Don't
Listen,
call him
will
here.
you stop talking for a
I
moment?
can't, bro. My life is on the line.
Who's on the line? All you had to do was talk to us. You're the one who came outside.
Y'all don't know what's going on, baby boy. That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
I got
once
drug
again-
dealers and everything that drive past here, and I got 5 cars out here.
All right.
Y'all about to get me killed out this
Well, why are you acting this way?
I got drug dealers, bro.
past here, and I got 5 cars.
Came outside.
Y'all don't know what's going on, baby boy. That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
I got
once
drug
again-
dealers and everything that drive past here,
I got
and I
drug
got 5
dealers.
cars out here.
All right.
Y'all about to get me killed out this.
Well, why are you acting this way?
You understand why I'm acting this way, dude? No.
If we have to call Detective Smith and say, hey, do you think this guy would have a girl tied up in his basement?
He's gonna say no.
Is he?
100%, bro. I just
He's
let-
willing to risk his career for all that?
You think I'm? Oh my gosh, you're gonna take a crackhead's word over Detective Smith's word, right?
I haven't spoken to Detective Smith.
Well, you're gonna talk to him. He's gonna let you know what's going on. I was down there for an hour with him yesterday.
Okay.
I just left my probation
But
officer.
why would somebody say that?
Crackheads.
But why would a
They're
crackhead say that about
The
you?
crackheads, probably because they want more crack, bro.
Do you have crack?
No, I'm not gonna. Why would I say that? Why would you ask me that on camera?
I don't
Why
know.
would you do that to me?
He literally is about to say, why would I tell you? I mean, if they're crackheads and they're saying that, I mean, to be honest, I mean, he would be the dealer, bro. And he just said he got drug dealers, bro. Nigga, he's like fucking up.
I know I don't have no crack.
It's my job. Well, why would a crackhead be here then?
This man is wild.
And the most confidential informants don't come screaming out the back door, I'm a confidential informant, do they?
Despite the suspicious circumstances, the police sergeant lets the man, Delonte Edmund Geiger, go back inside his home while the other cops contemplate what they've heard.
Have you ever actually dealt with a confidential informant?
Yeah. And every time they're up to no good and they're confident, that's what they do.
Delonte
Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna turn this light down, so. Alright, there we go.
Edmund Geiger go back inside his home while the other cops contemplate what they've heard.
Have you ever actually dealt with a confidential informant?
Yeah. And every time they're up to no good and they're confident, that's what they do.
That's how they act.
Yeah, that's how they act. So I don't know what's up. My only fear is there's somebody really in the basement.
I actually think he's freaking out like that because he's,
Up to no good.
yeah.
He's gonna let us in. It's real sketchy. He said need another guy, but you're coming through and tell me you're on probation. It's a training thing. And then these guys will make that back door in case you scream for help.
Like girls. Ah!
Right, right.
Today I'm gonna make a beat for NBA Youngboy. We're going to
Now, let's be real. You did not make that beat, bro. Chill out.
So like loud music playing. So you can hear the screams.
If it's a joke, it's one that will become much less
He
funny.
said you can't hear the screen, so maybe he has like music playing so that no one can stream
Loud
for
music
him.
playing. So you can hear
Yeah.
the screams.
If it's a joke, it's one that will become much less funny before this day is through.
Hey, no, dude, that's too much going on. No. All right, stand outside. Leave this crack though in case you scream.
Nobody about to do nothing to y'all. Dude, you got
No,
guns
no,
on
no,
you.
no.
No,
Seriously, y'all look crack. Just in case you scream.
No, bro.
They're not coming in. Oh, you have my word. Once you start screaming.
With that, the police go into the residence, and as the sergeant checks the basement, his backup waits upstairs with Delonte.
Nigga, is that T Banks? That look like T Banks.
I got PTSD.
All right.
I've been stabbed 7 times, shot twice.
Well, have we done any of that?
No,
to you?
no. It's just I said, I'm trying to change my life and work with the police. And I just don't do that every day. You feel me?
Turn it down. There we go. Actually, turn it off until we're in the individual. That way I can hear everybody.
Nigga, Biggie slick. Nigga trying to turn the music on. Nigga trying to cop a plea, bro. Chill out, bro. Nigga talking about he trying to turn his life around. He got shot 5 times. Nigga, come on.
Hey, please.
Me.
So what? Someone just pissed off at you or something?
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Put me gloves, please. Never come back here. Good night. You all right, babe?
I have in your hand.
What is it? Listen.
I got yours.
Like what? Yeah.
I'm about to watch this.
See this nigga body language, bro. Like, damn, bro. Outside looking in, bro, not even having a job, bro. But as these detectives, bro, it's so easy to see when niggas lying, bro. The fact that he just dismissed the question like this, open the door for the nigga to run out, and then cheat the subject to saying, I'm about to go to the store, bro.
Like what?
Like, that's just have to be a tactic they always see. No way
I'm
it's
about to watch this store
not.
right behind you guys.
No, you're not, nigga. Say I'm about to walk to the store, that's just because, you know, he's trying to get the spot not hot. He's trying to get away from the scene.
See you, bro.
This nigga's. Yo, this nigga's really trying the method, bro. Being nice is not gonna make them leave, bro. They still have a job to do. Yeah, this dude.
I know.
As it turns out, the cops will be back sooner than they may have thought. That evening, a woman tips them off that Delonte showed her pictures of a woman being tortured and zip-tied to a chair, warning that he would soon do the same to her. The police go back to the house at midnight, and once again, it's not easy to get someone to the door.
Hey, Sergeant Everton, please. Yes, I appreciate this. Appreciate how you police. Yeah, you know my nerves. Shit. What's up, bro? How y'all doing? Same people? Mm-hmm. Let me know every time now. I need y'all to come to the back door, okay? Is that good? Yeah. You sure? Yeah, sure. Sorry for not letting you in earlier, bro. Sorry for my attitude, okay?
It's all good.
Give me 5 seconds. Maybe back there. Oh, no. Right.
The police head around the house to meet with Delonte, but as one officer stays behind, he hears some loud movements coming from within. Delonte soon lets the cops in, and they head straight down to the basement to continue the search they cut short this afternoon.
Oh, what the hell? That's a big ass house.
As one officer stays behind, he hears some loud movements coming.
No, he does not know what small ass house. What am I talking about? It's huge. I don't know why I just said that.
Delonte soon lets the cops in, and they head straight down to the basement to continue the search they cut short this afternoon.
So, if you smell bleach or something, my nose doesn't always look good.
Okay. Now I smell cat pee, so.
The basement again seems to be absent of any victims, tied up or otherwise, but this time the cops are determined to search the entire house.
Jesus. Oh, I'll be honest. I got 2 of all over. Don't listen to it all over.
Crazy, because at some point, if someone is tied up right there, like, they literally just need to scream one time, but they probably got their mouth tied, all that. Even a thump on the wall.
I'm not close the door on you because you have to go behind this door. Okay?
Yeah, I hang out up here because this is rather fresh.
Everybody's got this section off. There's nobody.
There's some blood right here. There's some blood, like dried blood, I think.
There doesn't appear to be anyone else in the house, but suspicions are mounting, not the least because Delonte has decided the search requires an extremely loud soundtrack.
Sir.
Niggas sweating now, bro. I mean, he don't want to turn that music on.
Extremely loud soundtrack.
Sir. Turn it down.
Niggas not sleeping.
Yeah, it's on the floor, but yeah, I'm gonna turn it down. I want to turn the music down. Can you turn the music down?
I don't know how to turn the music down.
Wix gives you the freedom to tell your story.
Turn it off, bro. Just turn it off. Man.
No, turn the music off.
With the newfound silence, the police turn to Delonte, determined to finally get to the bottom of this runaround. But even on a day filled with rumors, strange claims, and...
Bro, it's literally like no privacy in the house whatsoever. I don't know how people... Oh, actually, I think this is like a... Is this like a... It was once... I don't know. It's just like it just got recently renovated. But me, bro, would not have my curtains open. My window just like open, bro.
Unsettling tips.
No type
None
of
of them
privacy
are prepared
whatsoever.
for what comes next.
Is anybody on that front porch? No. So what's that noise I keep hearing? That you keep turning the music up on every time I hear something. Is anybody on there?
I heard him dragging something out when we went from the front to the back, too, just so you know.
Is anybody in that front? Because I heard voices and movement and noise. Yeah. Who's out there? Who's out there?
Sweating a lot.
What is it? Can you hear it? Look, please. Who's out there? Where you at?
She's under. There's a thing under. Remember I shined my flashlight when you guys went back there?
All right.
Police. All right. Yeah, I heard him
Bro, we made us like designated.
sliding something under there when he went from the front to the back.
Where you at?
Where you at, man?
We're looking. How you got this? Oh my God. Wait, no,
I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed.
All right.
Okay?
How old are you?
6 years.
6-year-old female.
Oh my God. Yes.
Are you injured besides that?
I'm paralyzed.
You're paralyzed.
I'm paralyzed.
What's your name?
Cheryl Cyrus.
Is it Carol?
Carol? All right.
Bro, she's paralyzed, bro. Like, how much worse do you want her life to be? And you have her in a fucking bin, bro.
Sorry, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Here. Help my legs out. Help my
All right, we
legs
got the EMS coming. I don't want to move you because I don't want to hurt you more. Can you breathe?
I can now.
Okay.
Come on, Cheryl. I'm painful.
The police escort Delonte out of the house as they try to make sense of the bizarre discovery they've made on his front porch.
Cheryl, do you know, is there anyone else here with you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sure, how long have you been there, honey? How long?
I don't know. They hurt.
You hurt? I don't want to get you out of there, but I'm afraid to move you. I'm going to let EMS do all that, okay?
They're the best.
What did he do to you? He did what?
Hey, you want fire to come? At least get her up, right? They start on the backboard. I know, we get fire here, they can out here. No, but yeah, we got no ETA on the amount.
There's no dispatch.
Huh?
Did he stab you?
Yeah.
Where did he stab you, think? Your arm? Yeah. Did he sexually assault you at all? Okay. Do you know how long you've been here?
No.
Bro, just give an estimate,
Just one
bro.
day? Okay.
But even with Cheryl Cyrus somewhat responsive to their questions, there's nothing that can fully explain what's going on.
What's the story here?
Dude, there's a lot. I don't even know where to begin. This might not be the only victim. But we just searched the house and didn't find anything else.
As rescue personnel get Cheryl free of the box and transported to the hospital, police conduct another search of the home.
She was supposed to be wearing a pink hoodie and
Oh, Jesus. Cat scared the hell out of me. And the attic's done. There was a pink hoodie, that was it. Did she say it was this room or?
Man, they really added that clip inside the beginning like it was something more, man.
She just said that like he was transporting her from like the basement up here, and like that there was going to be an AK-47 in here, drugs.
yeah.
We're going to have to pull apart and find a serial number.
There's no sign of any other victims in the house, but the one they did find will give detectives more than enough to discuss with Delonte when they visit him in jail the following night.
Obviously, we know some bad things did go down yesterday. Do want to give you a chance to go over.
I'm a confidential informant for Detective Larry Smith out of the 2nd District.
Okay.
Okay.
How long have you been doing that for?
About a week and a half now.
Okay.
About a week and a half. And I was going for this. Like, I wasn't going to kill her. So I wasn't going to. I've been beating her, and you know what I'm saying. But I just can't have her out on this. Because I'm working with Detective Smith, trying to get him 10 guns, 5 AKs.
Oh, now this nigga about to lose, trying to get him 10 guns, 5 AKs, 4 Glocks. Crazy, he actually might be telling the truth, bro. There's really some corrupt cops out there. He might be telling the truth, not gonna lie.
It's 4 Glocks, 3. That's supposed to be going into the valley, like next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get him Big Red, who moves 6 ounces a day on coke crack. You know, I'm trying to get him those who distributes an ounce a day, but like, I found out that this is that, and you know what I'm saying? If I was,
You found out that what?
that when I was taking care of in my house, is a rat, and if she was back out on the street, I'm exposed.
Delonte, who calls Cheryl Cece, claims she's an addict, one among many who frequent his house.
Well, she's always at my house smoking dope.
Okay.
So I take care of everybody on the streets, all the fiends. That's where they live.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Long story short, that's ground zero for the crackheads.
According to Delonte, the entire situation began on April 27th.
What he did is not wrong, but, you know, his story is adding up. You know, he did lie about being a drug. I mean, he verbally said at the beginning, like, he got drug dealers. Like, bro, we knew that from the beginning, basically, that you were a drug dealer.
5 days before police showed up at his house, wanting to search the basement. In an incident partially corroborated by police records, the car Delonte was driving was pulled over by vice cops. He says Cheryl was in the car as well.
I left my house, and before I got 4 tires on the street, the police is hitting the block. I don't know what's going on. I'm swerving around. I'm on the sidewalk trying to get around because I don't know what's going on. Guns in my face. Get out the car. Get out. Where you guys going? Turn the car off. Empty out your pockets. I ain't got nothing, bro. Y'all tripping like, y'all just, like, what's going on? I still, oh, yeah, but.
Bro, what's all this animation for, bro? Just get to the point, man. Bro, Chacho was talking too much, man. Like, come on, my nigga. Just get to the point, bro.
Yo, we get you this. So that note's right here. We're going to get you for that, man. Listen, I cannot go back to prison, bro. What do you need me to do?
Delonte says that was when one of the detectives took his phone, programmed his number into it, and told him, "You're working for me now." But it was how the police treated Cheryl, the woman they would later find in a box on his front porch, that really got his attention.
So, him being a foreman, you know, that wasn't something that he wants to do. It just happened. Behind the scenes, he was already doing this.
Okay. Detective Smith said, thank you, bye. Keep on walking. Listen to the detectives as we all got out the car. It's like, you can go. Thank you. Okay. We didn't get searched. It's like, it's credit about $200 worth of dope in the car and skill, and you didn't even get searched.
He concluded that Cheryl had set up the traffic stop and would now know that he'd been turned into a confidential informant for the police. The next time Cheryl came over to his house, he decided he couldn't let her leave.
I feel like my life is in danger, man. People are trying to kill me 3 times already. You feel me? I've been shot in my I don't need my underarm, blood.
What is this nigga doing?
It's crazy. I felt like I was going to die if I didn't hold her for like 2 days and tell her, like, let her know what was going on. I beat her up, I fed her, showered her, all type of weird shit, made sure she ate. But I just could not let her go back on the streets and tell everybody that I was working for y'all.
Like everything that went through, like the time where you and Cece were together, like what happened during those days?
Punched on her, slapped on her, told her to punched on her, slapped on her, punched on her, slapped on her, punched on her, slapped on her, moved her from the basement to another room, fed her, showered her, there was water, put a blanket over her. I'm just telling you the truth.
No, that's fine.
But I swear. No.
Okay.
Is that what you want to ask me?
No.
No.
No, like were you giving her drugs and stuff like that?
Why would I give her my drugs? Why would I do that?
I didn't know.
Hell no. No.
Yeah, it's like this nigga not even like. There's nothing like mentally wrong with this nigga. Like he's aware of everything. Like he's telling the truth, bro. Like most of these interactions don't go like this. Like this nigga's splitting it off, bro. Like, what he did was wrong, but like it makes sense. Not why he did it, but you know, the storyline and timelines of everything he's saying. Like okay, like no, he's a drug dealer. You know, he already admit to being a drug dealer. You know he in the wrong. Motherfucker, she used to come here to do. You know what I'm saying? Deal going wrong. She tried to snitch on the nigga, set him up, and you know, he's like, yeah, I can get my get back. And you know, he hold her hostage. Crazy though. But yeah, this nigga knows, like, he's aware of everything, bro.
So at any point was she asking to leave, different things like that?
She has nowhere to go.
Okay.
She has nowhere to go. All she was just asking was why. Stop, I won't do it again. I'll never tell, Blas, please. I'll never tell. I know I deserve this, but I'll never tell. Like, that's a culture in the streets.
While Delonte speaks to detectives, Cheryl lies in the intensive care unit on a ventilator in what the hospital classifies as a declining critical condition. In addition to being on dialysis, she's suffering from swelling to the head and brain, broken ribs, a collapsed lung, and multiple spinal fractures. But
she is indeed paralyzed, bro.
According to Delonte, it could be worse.
Go kill her. If I would have been dead. Long story short, I wanted to kill her, she would have been dead. So facts.
Delonte says that, among other things, he had Cheryl sit down and write, "I am a snitch," and "I am a rat" over and over again. It's worth noting that while the police report from the traffic stop identifies 2 passengers, neither of them were named Cheryl.
So when I was the first time yesterday with you and stuff like that, they
asked to check the basement. Yeah. She wasn't in there. She's upstairs laying down in the bed. So we went down in the basement.
So let me ask you, because there was a moment in time, I wasn't there, so I can't speak on it or anything. So there was a moment to where, like, you were still inside the house for a little bit. Did you have to call anybody to ask if you should let the cops in or anything like that?
My detective.
So then at that point, he told you just to let them in if you want to check the basement.
Yeah. He said they're not gonna. He said case like a matter like this, they're not going anywhere until you let them in the house and check the basement. If you don't, they're just gonna come back with a search warrant and check it anyways. I said, all right, back. 5 minutes. Tell them to come in. 5 minutes. Took me 3 minutes to put her upstairs in the bed. 2 minutes to let them in the house. And 1 minute for them to not do their job and go home. Like they only wanted to search one room. They searched that one room. She wasn't there. They left. Okay. Stupid dude.
All right. So.
Yo, this nigga is like a comedian.
Right? You should search the whole house. Yeah. We found somebody's in the basement. Okay, come on in.
Nigga is literally telling them how they didn't do his job and it's their fault. And he's not wrong. Why is it memory foam right here? Like, why is it?
Down the basement. Nobody's there. See you later, sir. Job. You're supposed to open up the tables, open up the refrigerator. That's a horrible job we all work. Horrible job. I'll be the first to say it. A missing body. Pretty serious? Yeah. Do you think so? Yeah. Okay. Well, next time take it serious.
After accepting Delonte's feedback on their police work, the detectives move on to the second visit to his home that night.
Yeah, so the first time the police came, you said you moved her upstairs, right? And then she was upstairs. Obviously, the second time the police came, she was in that tote, right? How did that go down in between there?
Well, they really wanted to check upstairs.
Right, but I'm saying, how did she get in there?
I put her in there.
Okay.
And put her downstairs and put her on the porch.
Okay.
Anything else?
Why do you have the music going so loud?
Just in case if she made noise, they wouldn't hear.
When Cheryl improves to the point that she can speak to detectives, she tells them that Delonte, who was her dealer, turned on her and accused her of being a narc. Over a period of days, he beat her, stabbed her, dragged her across the floor, broke a television over her head, and put her in several different containers. She says he also poured water on her to the point she couldn't breathe, and fed her addiction so she could endure the pain. Even still, Delonte appears hopeful that this will mostly blow over.
Are you going to try to help me or not?
Well, like I said, it'll go from there once you see the judge and like the case starts moving forward.
No, but you guys have to talk to the judge though and let her know that I'm a confidential informant and that like I am working with the police. Like I understand I'm in trouble, but what
I was about to say, bro. He's always.
I need you guys to do is like.
Well, I'll put in the paperwork to let them know for.
You know what I'm saying? Because I like doing my job. I like my job, and like I don't want guns on the streets. I don't want drugs on the streets, so I can't do that if I'm in here. Then Detective Smith will buy me out.
You want drugs on the street, but you're a drug dealer, my nigga.
believe it or not, if I get a bond, he'll come buy me out. You know what I'm saying? So I just need a bond. And DT Smith will come buy me out, and I'm going right back to work.
But that doesn't happen, and Delonte is soon informed that his bond will be set for $750,000. News that he responds to with a middle finger at his hearing. 11 days after his interrogation, he's still in jail when he speaks to his mom on the phone.
You think they lower my bond? If they lower my bond like $200,000, dude, I got enough collateral to buy myself out. I already talked to the bill about it. He said, just bring me my collateral, bring me my dumpster, bring me my trailer, my tools, and I told her I had to put one of my businesses in. And I'm out of here. That's what he said. He said, you got to lower your bond.
We just got to see tomorrow when you go to court. The worst outcome that comes out of this for you is might be 5 years in asylum.
But things turn out a bit differently. At a court hearing 6 months later, Cheryl Cyrus recounted the horrors inflicted upon her and told the judge that she remained 98% paralyzed and dependent on others for her basic needs. Delonte Edmund Geiger pled guilty to 1 count of felonious assault, 1 count of kidnapping, 1 count of possessing a weapon under disability, and 1 count of tampering with evidence. In November 2023, the judge said, "I've never seen an offense like this in my time on the bench," and sentenced Edmund Geiger to 16 to 20 years in prison with an expected release date of April 2039. He's currently incarcerated at the Trumbull Correctional Institution. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that
Yo, I definitely was expecting much, much, much worse. You know, I was expecting, as many people as saw react to this, I was expecting much worse. The case itself is sad. I was expecting much worse. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.